Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again for another Behind the Corner where I take you behind the scenes of running Bauer's Game Corner. And today's video is going to be going over the entire month of November 2020, exactly what I did, what I'm working on, how things are going, and what I've been doing. So, real time, I have 6,683 subscribers. Thank each and every one of you for joining me on this journey. We've gained 66 subscribers this month. That gets me excited. It says 66 more than usual, which can't be right. But let's see how I do from subscribers. So yeah, so in September we had 29, October 57, November 66. And as you can see, that's really exciting to me. That shows me that the changes and the tweaks and the things that I'm trying to do differently are working. Now, one thing I also want to mention right here that you might notice is that my November from this year, and I had 30,000 views, is way down from last year of 43,000 views, which actually got me down and discouraged for a little bit until I really started to realize that, yeah, of course November last year was way better because I did a Gen Con and an Origins Bonanza, and that's like 200 plus videos about new and upcoming board games. So I would say the fact that I am only 13,000 behind where I was last year is actually really encouraging, minus 200 videos of hot new games. And when I really started to think about that, that got me excited about the future. So about the same time as usual as watch time, subscribers. But let's check out your top videos in this period. And this is by views. And you can see, this is the dirty secret. So for the longest time, it was all the mass market stuff that was really propping up everything else. It's like Magic the Gathering is what keeps the friendly local gaming store together. Me doing mass market reviews was keeping everything else going. But I made the change and I started doing those Kickstarter critiques. And those are going incredibly well, as you can see. The one for Bardsong, the one from Endless Winter, the one from Star Scrappers, Harry Potter, and Nemo's War. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe 5 of these videos are half of my most popular videos for this month are the new stuff I'm doing on Kickstarter, which is just so good because I love making that segment. I legitimately love searching Kickstarter and getting exciting about that stuff. And it just makes me really happy to see that becoming a niche that I am carving right there that I didn't even know existed. So I'm really glad. And as you can see, the average view duration, 42%. I'm happy with those numbers, 36%. Those are great numbers for me. Now, let's keep scrolling down. We have an interview with the Gen Con Bonanza, the Maury Povich game, 515 people. This is a video from August of last year, and 515 people are still watching this video. And that's one of the beautiful things about doing the Gen Con Bonanza and the Origins Bonanza, is that you get so many videos that you do over so many games. Each one is just like scratching a lottery ticket. Most of them are just like 100 views, 150 views, 200 views, 75 views, 500 views, and then it's like, bam! You'll get like a couple thousand views. One of my most popular videos of all time is just because I had an early scoop on Twilight Imperium 4th edition. So those, if you are a content creator and you're thinking about getting into the board game content creator, that's a great way to do it. I know that's a really odd thing to say, but yeah, 515. That's awesome. We got Richard Scarry's Busy Town. So this is a review from 7 years ago, and this is what I like to call an evergreen video. These are the type of videos that are going to make me money forever as long as YouTube still monetizes. Like, this is always going to be something that you'll see at a thrift shop or a garage sale or in somebody's attic, and it just keeps getting reprinted because it's a great game on its own merit. It folds out into like this big 5-foot board, and it's like a hide and seek kind of thing. It's spectacular. Oh, another thing I want to mention real quick, and I should have mentioned it right at the beginning, is if you enjoy my content and you want to help support me, please click on the Bauer Goes Digital. It's my son talking about Nitro Type and reviewing Season 29. It's an interesting video, but just click on the little link if you have kids that have never used Nitro Type. Nitro Type is a spectacular way to learn how to type, and since he started doing it, he used to peck like this, but now he's typing like 20 words a minute. It's spectacular. But click on that link, and if he gets 10 kids to sign up for it, or 10 adults, because it is fun for adults as well, he gets a hot dog mobile. But back to the list, we got Star Scrappers with 481, Gen Con Bonanza, Zombie Gotcha. Now, this one actually makes me a little bit sad. The reason why is I have a review of Zombie Gotcha up, and we have a Bauer Family Learns of Zombie Gotcha up, but still the interview is crushing both of them. But hey, it's all Bauer's Game Corner, so whatevs. Harry Potter game? Ooh, 6 minutes. Wow, average. That's great. And then Dad Joke Face Off. This one's from 2018. So this is It's ridiculous. And then Nemo's War. So those are my top 10, and we'll scroll down a little bit more, and so you'll get a feel for what really does, but we're not going to get into all of them. So continuing on, we have Apples to Apples, Sorry, and this is what it used to be. These are the games that used to really encompass a lot of my top 10. Battle of the Sexes, this god-awful game. Skip the Rules, so cool. Cool seeing a Skip the Rules section getting used, and I believe that's because Rune is running a new version of the Kickstarter, and I'm going to guess that, yeah, if we check on this, you can actually see the impact, yeah, look at that, of having your game on a Kickstarter page. Because I bet you traffic source, Kickstarter all day. External, 210. I click on that, it's going to say Kickstarter for 200 of them. 184. Either way. So yes, and that's something that you might not know. And that's one of the big perks of doing Kickstarter board games, is you're getting the information on that game early, and if that game gets to be something big, something people are really excited about, that's really good for you. So, as a Kickstarter content creator, I am hoping that the Rune expansion is doing spectacular. I think it is. I think it's already funded. So, very awesome to see that. What do we got next? We got Apples to Apples. Sorry. There's a moose in the house. I don't get it. But hey, whatever, they keep making it. Go you, Gamewright. Keep making that game forever. That's one of the evergreens. And let's see how much that made me in the month of November. It made me, let's see, how do I look at the money here? Traffic source, viewer age, dinner date, more. Oh, why would you have that up here? Add type, revenue source, yes. So it made me $1.91. And there's a moose in the house, is going to make me $1.91 or something around that. It'll slowly trickle up, I guess, as more and more people get the game. It's just going to do that every month. And that's really what I'm trying to build Bauer's Game Corner, because I'm in this weird process, thanks to COVID, where I'm at home and I'm working like full time. I'm homeschooling my kids, but that's mostly virtual learning. Like Sean's doing that right now. He's doing typing.com actually right now with season 29. But that's what I'm doing, is I'm trying to make Bauer's Game Corner into more of a profitable thing. And I don't expect to see it right now, but I have the fiber that I'm doing, and I'm really trying to focus more on this sort of thing and trying to provide different streams of content. Because if people really seem to enjoy this behind-the-scenes stuff, then I'll do more of this. Whereas I'm seeing right now, people are loving the Kickstarter critique. But I think for too long, I got stagnant, I got stale, I got moved into this box of I only do reviews. Why can't I do Skip the Rules? Why can't I do gameplays? Why can't I do Kickstarter stuff? Why can't I do crazy off-the-bat stuff that no one has even seen before? There's no reason. Nothing holding me back except for me, and thanks to kind of being able to look at it from that perspective and go, at it full-time now, it is awesome. And I do definitely spend more than 40 hours a week. Wow, I should chart exactly how much time I spend in a given week working on Bauer's Game Corner. And I want to personally do that for myself, but also kind of, wow, I might do that next week. Because I don't know if I'm going to like the number or not. So we got another Kickstarter critique. Box 1. So this one's a really interesting one. A Neil Patrick Harris solo game. That game is just absolutely insane. It's got its flaws. Check out my spoiler-free review if you're into it. It's a solo game, but I would say you can play it 2 players, and I think get a good deal of enjoyment out of it. But yeah, the crew, the intro, the new intro, Zentiles Solos. That's going to be another Kickstarter one, so that one's going to give me some long-term views. But yeah, so that was the top 50, but let's take a look at some of the other stats. Let's see if there's anything else interesting that maybe might stick out. Let's check out reach. What is this? So my impressions, 359,000 people looked at my video thumbnails were shown to viewers. That's kind of crazy. That's up 12%, so something I'm doing is definitely working. Impression click-through rate. Views per impression shown. This measures how often viewers watched a video after seeing an impression, wondering whether your impression's click-through rate is high or low. Oh, so this is a statistic that I have never actually looked through, and now I'm cool that I'm digging through this stuff. I want to remember the exact date when I started to do my thumbnails, to actually update all my thumbnails, and I want to see if there is a way that I wonder if I'll see some growth. So let's check this out. Lifetime. Is this going to be something I can actually read? Like, is it actually going to make sense? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so there's some time periods where, let's see, what did I do specifically on these days? January 22nd. Impression click-through rate by video. June 2nd. What? Why is it? This is a really Tetris Tower 3D had a 33% impression click-through rate. I don't even know what that means. This is all confusing. Maybe I need to. If I get a different chart. Maybe a different chart. Let's try a bar. That's not going to help, is it? Daily. I don't want daily. I want monthly. I want to look at. Oh my gosh. Watch as Bauer struggles behind the scenes. This is behind the scenes. We'll go monthly. Yeah, let's try that. That's gonna declutter this. As a jet goes above us. Maybe it's not. Maybe these are all just lines. These are all just lines. And if I understood what these lines meant, I'd be a better YouTuber, damn it. Impressions. So Tetris Tower 3D gets recommended a lot. That's what I'm learning from this. I don't know. So we're gonna go to a different one that I can figure out, because this one is above my pay grade. And that's the honesty you're going to get from behind the corner right here. There are some of these that make sense to me, and I start to actually see them. This is not particularly one, but let's 3.7 click-through rate, views from impressions. So I got 13,000 views from this month from people liking what they saw. 3 average view duration, watch time with impressions. What does this mean? Watch time that originated from impressions for the selected date range. This does not include watch time from sources where we do not. Okay. So I gained 10 hours of viewership just from people who clicked on the impressions, I guess. Traffic source playlist? What are these? I don't know. This is what's really interesting about YouTube, is they give you so much information, and you just like trying to decipher how to use this. Okay, traffic source, YouTube search. Okay, I'm starting to crack the code. So what percent of my traffic came from people physically typing something into YouTube? Okay, now we're cooking. Now I'm starting to understand it. Suggested videos. 9% of the time people watched me, it was suggested videos that said them to do it. Traffic sources on playlists. Yes, my playlists don't get much action, so that's very low. External. Board Game Geek, Google search. Yeah, there you go. Board Game Geek. If you're not on Board Game Geek and you're doing content, you really got to be on Board Game Geek, and you got to be strong in your Board Game Geek game. And my Board Game Geek game is weak. That's from someone with weak Board Game Geek game telling you got to have strong Board Game Geek game. That was a lot of G's there. Traffic source, navigation. All right, so let's check this out. I'm very interested because I've been working very diligently on cards and trying to crack the card code. So these are the views I got from specific searches. So Bard Sung, just the word Bard Sung, lot of time. I got 19.2 hours. That's something else I want to show you. That is something really, really stinking cool that I'm going to show you next. Cluedo Suspect Card Game, and that is how you can really get a feel as a content creator for which of your content is helping you grow. And I'll show you exactly how that works in a second. Bard Sung Board Game. With a space. Is there Bard Sung Board Game with no space? Tell me there is, and I will be the happiest person in the world. There's not. Dang it. Because never mind. That's too far behind the corner. Bard Sung Board Game, because okay, it's not. So when I do tags, I would do Bard Sung, then I do Bard Sung Board Game, but with a space between board and game, and then Bard Sung Board Game with no space, because I don't know if it makes a difference, but I think it does. All right. Cluedo card game, Baron Voodoo card game, Endless Winter board game. So what this is telling me, Big Money Spiel. Big Money Spiel? What? I don't know what that means. I need to check. Spiel. That means German, right? For glory. Big money for... No, not the stupid... Alright, Spiel. Essence Spiel. Spiel means a long or fast speech or story. Do I need to be putting Spiel in my tag? This is behind the corner. This is the kind of stuff. Did I just... Big Money Spiel. So let's go down this list and see if there's any other spiels. Let's not jump to conclusion here. But give me one more Sneal. Come on, let me go in this rabbit hole. Happy Feet toys? 13 people found me for Happy Feet toys. Cool. Logo board game. Quelv board game. Uno. There's no more spiels. But why is it just that one? That seems so odd. That seems so oddly specific. From this random lighter mass market style game put out by Ravensburg is there. Okay, but let's get to the other stuff. Go back. November 30th. Here we go. I want to show you something really cool on how you can really, and this might be where we're at, but well, no, we'll dig some more. If you want to watch me dig some more, we're going to dig some more. But this is the one that really matters, and this is subscribers, and it tells you which videos got you the most subscribers. And that's super useful because that can kind of help you tailor what you're doing. So, how do I nope, this is not what I want. This is not the right spot. All right, we need to go to November. And then this should, no, I want to see what it does. Oh, video. Here you go. This is what we're looking for. What it does is, no, yes, it's going to show you which videos gained you subscribers. So I see right here, Kickstarter critique, Kickstarter critique, Kickstarter critique, Kickstarter critique, Kickstarter critique, Kickstarter critique. People are liking the Kickstarter critique. Boosh! 6 subscribers, Endless Winter. 4 subscribers, Harry Potter. 3 subscribers, Nemo's War. And that's what I love to see as a content creator, because it means what I'm doing and what I'm thinking might work is working. You can see, these Kickstarter critiques, I put them up and they make me like $1. That's awesome. And I don't know, but there's the other thing. I don't know what the life cycle of these videos are going to be. Because you might say, oh, but once the game comes out and people start reviewing, it's going to die. Right? You would say that, but then I got 500 views on the Maury interview and 300 reviews on Dad Joke Face Off from 2 years ago at Gen Con. So who's to say that it doesn't become one of those videos that just lingers? I'll be very excited to really dive into the statistics of how these segments fare after the Kickstarter is over. But here's the other thing that I find kind of interesting, is that if the Kickstarter becomes a Kickstarter with like an issue where like it's like, oh, they ran off the money or something like that, I have a feeling my video is going to get propelled even higher. And if any of those I'm like, oh, this looks like a surefire winner, or I might look bad, or alternatively I could look really good. I'd be like, that's kind of a red flag right there. And people are like, oh wow, that was kind of a red flag. Bauer noticed. But I don't know. I'm excited to see how those age. But for right now, what I can see is that I think those will be a nice complement to my original strategy, which was to have a lot of evergreen videos. A lot of the left, center, right, which made me $1.31 and 4 subscribers somehow. Great! Thank you for joining. A lot of the Goosebumps game, which I apparently need to card up and make look pretty, and I will probably do that after this video, which made me 14 cents, but 2 subscribers. Thank you for joining. And we can even come over here to the estimated revenue, and I can show you what I'm talking about. These ones that are just going to, there we go, Richard Scarry's Busy Town. Zombie Gotcha interview. I don't know about this one because it's an interview. How long the legs will be on that? Because I imagine eventually the reviews and the gameplay videos would beat it, but hey, I'll ride this pony out. We got Quiddler. This one's going to be here forever. Quiddler has made like a bajillion copies. We've shipped like 200,000 of them to Mars, okay? Just for preparation for when Elon gets up there. Okay, but that's how much Quiddler copies there are. People are going to be looking up Quiddler videos for the rest of eternity. There's a moose in the house. Same thing. That is going to be in people's closets for years and years and years to come. Deer in the headlights. Exact same thing. That is literally just 2 deck of cards, some dice, and some pads in a box. And it costs like $2 to make in some factory in China. They ship it over here, they sell it for 10, and then they write it like deep clearance. It's like, oh, it's only $4. And you're like, whoa, $4 for this. You pick it up and they just rinse, wash, repeat. Like apples to apples. Same thing with all these games. They're able to mass produce at such an insanely large level. Well, they can say, oh yeah, we are going to need a shipment of 1 million. And you say, no, that's not possible. Yeah, I'm sure some of them probably do like 1 million shippies. If you're doing like Monopoly Junior, it's going to be that really cheap, like one you might get on Walmart for like $6. You're going to make 1 million of those, I would imagine. But then again, now I kind of want to know how all that stuff works behind the scenes. But those ones, and this one right here, may cause side effects. This unboxing, I saw the writing on the wall, which this video will not go away. I keep seeing it, I keep thinking like, I'll upgrade it eventually, But no, instead of trying to run away from my problems, I ran headfirst in my problems, and I'm actually about to edit a skip the rules video on that, because I see that there is a need for videos on may cause side effects. So I'm going to give people what they need. I'm going to play this on game night. We're going to get a Bauer Family Learns. Or not a Bauer Family Learns. A Thoughts from the Corner. Why not? Hit the holes when you see it. I need to be looking at it like a running back. This is my offensive line. YouTube, statistics, and algorithms is my offensive line, and I need to see the holes and run through the holes, and that's how I'm going to start running Bauer's Game Corner. If you're here, you rock. Thank you very much. And let me know if you like this sort of content. And once again, if there's anything you would like me to cover here or try to cover here, because as you see, I might fail from time to time at trying to cover things. But let's look at one more thing. So we got reach, engagement. We did engagement, right? Did we do engagement? What is this? No, we're not doing it. Wait, 67%. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's the spike of the... I don't know. No, we're not going to do engagement. We're going to do audience. Let's see what my audience is. So 22,000 unique viewers. Very, very cool. Up 20%. That's really awesome. Subscribers, up 60%. Love seeing that as well. Let's see how my subscriber count has been going for just this year. Let's see where it ranks. Show me this by month. This isn't helpful. Well, yeah, that was super useless. Okay. I think we might be... No. Let me get to this. I'm not giving up. Not giving up. See more. Here we go. Don't give up. Line chart daily. No thank you. I'll take monthly, sir. Or ma'am. Or computer robot guy. Gal. Person. Alright. Line chart. I don't want your stupid line chart. I just... that shows me the videos that have gained me the most subscribers for the month of November. That's not what I want. This is not what I want. This is not at all what I want. This is quickly going off the rails. Okay, audience, subscribers. No, you know what? We're gonna go check out something different. No, we can't. All right, I feel like we're done here. I feel like YouTube has said you've looked at enough of the analytics for today. Goodbye. So, as always, thank you for your time, YouTube. And sorry I kind of hit a brick wall there.